Sophie Cunningham is going viral right now for a TikTok video she made.
Sophie Cunningham gets fined $500 by Kathy Engelbrain
for making this slick TikTok.
$500 is absolutely hilarious.
The WNBA fined Sophie Cunningham $500 for a TikTok. That's not a joke. That's not satire. That's the actual penalty the league chose to impose on a player who had the audacity to speak the truth. And the worst part, she was speaking up, not for herself, but for someone else, the most targeted, talked about, and mistreated player in the league right now, Caitlin Clark. Let's be real. The video was harmless. Cunningham was lip-syncing to Sabrina Carpenter's Shield, with a caption clearly aimed at the officiating in the WNBA, at some refs. Or is it slow? Maybe it's useless. It was clever, sarcastic, and packed with the kind of pointed honesty fans have been shouting about all season. The response from the league: silence until the fine dropped. But here's the deeper issue. This wasn't about a TikTok. This was about control, about fear, about a league so terrified of criticism that it punishes players for expressing what every fan can already see: the officiating in the WNBA is broken. Sophie didn't throw a tantrum. She didn't incite anything. She got elbowed in the face. During a game, no foul, no whistle, nothing. Just a referee standing there, watching, unfazed, as if headshots are part of the playbook now. Then she spoke up, using her platform, and for that, she got fined. Let that sink in. Getting elbowed in the face. Acceptable. Calling it out on TikTok. Unacceptable. Worse, this isn't just about Sophie. This is about Caitlin Clark, who has been fouled, shoved, elbowed, and slammed game after game, while the officials swallow their whistles. And when teammates like Sophie dare to defend her, the league's response is clear: shut up or pay up. After posting the video, Sophie added commentary that made it even more personal: I got fined $500 for this. It wasn't for a no call on a blatant foul or a technical for reacting after getting shoved. No, it was for a TikTok. This fine wasn't punitive. It was strategic. It was the league sending a message to every other player: stay silent, or you're next. Cunningham didn't stop there. She reposted the video on X, formerly Twitter, and with it, she showed the world exactly what the WNBA values and what it doesn't. Honesty, nope. Player protection, hardly. Image control, always. Let's talk about what happened in that game. Sophie got shoved out of bounds, no call. 2 plays later, elbow to the back of the head. Referee saw it, no reaction. Instead of a whistle, Sophie got a head shake like she flopped. And then moments later, she's called for a ghost foul just for breathing on an opponent. That's not officiating, that's retaliation. And while all this was happening, Caitlin Clark was enduring the same treatment: hit, mocked, bruised, and abandoned. No protection, no consistency, no justice. After one of Caitlin's injuries, 2 WNBA players went on Instagram to laugh about it, to mock her, and the league. Total silence. No fines. No discipline. No public statement. When Sophie speaks out, $500. When players laugh at a teammate's injury. Crickets. That's the double standard. That's what fans are sick of. Caitlin Clark isn't just another rookie. She's the biggest draw in WNBA history. The viewership numbers, off the charts. Ticket sales, surging. Jerseys, sold out. This isn't hype, it's reality. She changed the game in college. Now she's changing the WNBA. But the league seems more interested in controlling her defenders than protecting her. And Sophie, she's not some benchwarmer looking for clicks. She's a tough, playoff-tested competitor, the kind of teammate who speaks up when it matters. And that's exactly why she's now a target. This fine is symbolic. It's not about a TikTok, it's about a league that punishes players for telling the truth, that protects aggressors and silences whistleblowers. that allows its biggest star to be targeted and then finds those who try to defend her. Even more disturbing, Cunningham wasn't just fined, she was threatened. After making a comment to a ref, she got the chilling response, "I'll remember that." Minutes later, phantom foul. That's not officiating, that's revenge. And Caitlin, she's exhausted. Not just physically, but mentally, beat down by the physicality, the silence, the double standard. She's been poked in the eye, body checked, shoved into scorers' tables, and elbowed all while officials look the other way. Fans notice, and they're furious. The moment Sophie's fine went public, support flooded in. Journalists, former players, everyday fans, they all said the same thing. Enough is enough. This league is failing the players who are carrying it. Cathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner, hasn't said a word, not one public statement. No press conference, no defense of Caitlin, no acknowledgement of the fans' outrage. Just silence. And that silence, it's not neutral, it's not passive, it's loud. It tells every player, we don't have your back. It tells every fan, we care more about control than fairness. And let's be clear, this isn't just about Caitlin or Sophie. Aliyah Boston has taken hits too. Indiana Fever players in general are getting whistled for touch fouls, while opponents get away with flagrant ones. The inconsistency is blatant. The pattern is undeniable. If you wear that Indiana jersey, the refs are not on your side. What kind of message does that send? This could have been a leadership moment. Engelbert had a chance to protect the players, who are making the league relevant, to show fans that player safety and integrity mattered. Instead, she chose discipline over dialogue, control over courage, and now, she's facing the backlash. The fans are disillusioned, they're tired of being ignored. They see the bias, they hear the silence. They watch as the league protects the wrong people and punishes the brave ones. This isn't sustainable. Caitlin Clark is the reason the WNBA is in headlines. She's the reason casual fans are tuning in, but she's being treated like just another name on the roster. And that mistake is going to cost the league dearly if it's not corrected soon. Look back at history. The NBA protected its stars. Jordan got calls, LeBron got support, because the league understood that protecting your most valuable players protects your product. The WNBA, it hasn't learned that lesson yet. Sophie's fine in just $500. It's a symbol of fear, of suppression, of failed leadership, and the fans, they've made their choice. They're standing with Sophie, they're standing with Caitlin, they're calling out the hypocrisy, the double standards, and the silence. Because if the WNBA doesn't fix this, if it doesn't start protecting the players who are growing the game, it's going to lose them. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually, the ones who make this league worth watching will stop putting up with it. And when that happens, no amount of PR spin will save it. So, if you're tired of the silence, if you're tired of seeing the best players in the world get treated like they're disposable, stand up. Because Sophie Cunningham didn't have to speak out. But she did. She took the hit. She paid the price. And she earned the respect of everyone watching. And that's leadership. Let me know if you'd like a condensed version for voiceover, pacing, or if you want this adapted for social media threads, captions,